Well, welcome back to the railroad, everyone. Today we're going to work on some lighting for our little town of Noel. Today we're going to work on some lighting for our little town of Noel. We have three different types of lighting to work with here. There's some building lamps, some street lighting that already has little wreaths on them, and then we have just a string of street lighting. And we have a few wreaths. We're going to try and decorate these to get some different lighting effects and just some nice looks for the town's streets. So let's get into it. So I decided to use the standard set of street lights. However, these street lights are all incandescent and I want LEDs. So I stripped off all the wire and the light bulbs off of the posts. So what I'm finding out with these is it has a nice cap and a clear plastic that separates. The wires come out. I cut them. Just pull them out of the stem. And then the light itself, these are just Christmas lights, standard little lights. However, they take a lot of voltage and they don't let a car battery last long like our solar system is. So I just remove the wires, take these out, and I'll wire in my own LEDs that have very low power consumption, and we will make a real nice set. I can also do amber flickering so they look like old-time oil lights. Alright, well, you saw me take apart all these. So we have basically the tube, the top with side posts, and then the light with a top, or the glass with a top. So what I'm going to run in there are these flicker flame orange LEDs. They're 5mm, but they should fit in here nicely, and they'll just be sticking up above the top. I'll run the wires from one to the other. Only one resistor is needed for the entire circuit, just to bring the voltage from the 12 volts or 12 to 14 volts down to the required, as I recall, these are 3-volt LEDs. Okay, so I pre-wired one of these. That's pretty much, you saw me wiring this. This is what it'll look like. Of course, this is only running off 3 volts right now. I'll be putting it on 12 volts, so I have to run a resistor to keep everything down, but it'll be just about like that for all 5. I'm going to run 5 in a series and then put another 5 someplace else. So we'll have 2 sets like this. So here's our 5 lights. I've taken a flickering yellow light from Vetco Electronics, wired it in with a number 26 gauge wire, soldered them down, glued in the top and the neck piece, put all the proper shrink tubing on, and did them in spaces about that far apart so they'd be nice going down the street and nicely arranged. And then you'll have, of course, a top on them like this, keep them more weatherproof, keep the bugs out. But for Christmas lights, they need a little extra. They need something that's going to give you a Christmassy feel. So we went out and I found some candy canes, a little train with a package, some rocking horses, some some snowmen, some teddy bears, Santas with bags, and then we found some pipe cleaners, colored pipe cleaners, and we'll try wrapping some around the pipe cleaners. We might hang some of these. We might glue them right to the front of the posts, different ones at different heights, and let's see what we can do. We might even just hang a candy cane from the side posts. I've got a couple of them. So, oh, and we also have wreaths that we could put a wreath on. So let's get these decorated up and see what we come up with. So, let's see what we got here. There's a red wire. There's a ground wire. So we have our Christmas lamps for the town of Noel. And there we have our Christmas lamps for the town of Noel. Well, enough of that for now. Let's go run some trains. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you down the rails, and God bless.